What's up, bro? How's life in the US?
Life in the US, it's colorful and lots of food everywhere in Vegas. So, um, yeah, super fun for a dieting hungry fighter. But yeah, life's good, man.
And how's the training been? Training over there at Syndicate MMA?
Training camp's been great. Thankfully, I was able to tie up with Syndicate MMA thanks to Ruby Sports management. And they got a great group of guys over there, man. There's a lot of high level guys passing through. Um, and yeah, it is different from the Philippines. It's just it's more structured. You have 11:30 pro training Monday through Friday. So 11:30 to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's mandatory. We all got to be there. We spar twice a week. Um, yeah, just good stuff, man. And then there's night classes. There's wrestling, BJJ, Muay Thai, strength and conditioning on the weekends and stuff. So just a lot of good training, man. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and tell me about what this whole process has been like. You fly to Vegas, you're set for your debut. You get COVID, you have to withdraw from your fight, and then now you're COVID free and set to make your debut. What has this whole process been like for you?
Dude, like it's oh my gosh, starting from the Philippines and getting the call that that if I came over to Vegas, if I found a way to get to Vegas from the Philippines with all these travel restrictions and craziness, that there would be a high chance that I could get a fight in the UFC. That was what Ruby Sports, my management, told me. So of course, I took the opportunity. It's a huge opportunity. How can you say no? I spoke with my wife though, and my family, of course, first, because my wife Star is pregnant with our second baby. So,
Hey, congrats, man.
brother, baby is due in December. So, of course, that was the agreement. Just make it back in time for the baby, of course, and of course I want to be there. So it was a no-brainer though to take this journey, this adventure to the States. Um, but yeah, it's I didn't think I was gonna get COVID. I'm so careful with my health, and I sleep well, I stretch, I eat clean, and I'm always wearing my mask. And then boom, I just got it, and it was it's just the crazy timing. It was on Wednesday. The fight was supposed to be on Saturday, and it was on Wednesday morning that I found out. And then they did one additional test just to make sure that it wasn't a false positive. And the second test came back positive. So yeah, the fight was canceled, and thankfully I was able to beat it in about 10 days. The only thing right now is I got a bit of a lingering cough, like a little bit of congestion in my chest. But other than that, I'm feeling good. We had hard sparring earlier, and I felt good, and all the other symptoms are gone. So that's good.
And you mentioned that you were planning to return to Manila by December. So even if you did debut last August, you would have stayed on in the US after?
Yeah, I think even if I got that first fight in, maybe I would have stayed a little longer for training. It really depended. It depended on a lot of things, though. It depended how the fight went. It um, depended on well, how the fight went, and if there was enough time, maybe for a second turnaround. If UFC would give me that opportunity for a second fight. A lot of different factors, but the main agreement with my wife was, just get back in time by December. Because yeah, it's a second baby girl this time. Baby boy was our first one,
Wow,
so
wow.
super excited about that. So
Uh-huh.
can't miss that.
Yeah, you can't miss that for sure. And looking ahead to your UFC debut, you'll be fighting on Fight Island against Said Nurmagomedov, cousin of the lightweight champion Habib. How do you think you match up against Said?
Yeah, I think I match up very well. He's a tough fight, and it looks like I was destined to fight another Russian, also from Dagestan. But yeah, I feel I match up very well against him, and I've been training really hard, man. I got a bunch of good guys that I've been training with at Syndicate MMA. I've also been using the UFC PI, which has great recovery and just great training equipment and everything. So I have the PI as a resource that I can use also for training. So I feel great, man. Training camp has been going great, and now that's one of the things too. Like now that, now with the second fight, I have a little more time to put in a proper training camp than the first one, which was kind of like, boom, baptism by fire, off the plane, 2 weeks of training, 1 week of getting over jet lag, and then boom, it's fight week, So it was a little rushed, the first one, but of course, I'm a fighter and it's the UFC. I'm going to jump on any opportunity. So took that opportunity, but in hindsight now, it is nice that I get a little more time for a proper camp. So that's great.
I guess things did work out for the best. And you're making your debut on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. Does that add any more excitement to your debut?
No, definitely, man. Like, I think I've never been to Abu Dhabi or, the UAE. So definitely getting to go there is exciting. I've heard that the malls are very nice and lots of food and, of course, food. I keep thinking about food. So, I mean, I'm just a foodie, right? So I'm excited about that and checking it out and checking out the country, and getting to go there is definitely another plus, another benefit. So.
And who will you be bringing to be in your corner for this fight?
We're still working on that right now, but definitely Coach Wood, Coach John Wood from Syndicate MMA.
When it comes to the local MMA fans, they're so hungry to see a Filipino win in the UFC. Does that add any pressure to your debut, and how do you deal with that pressure?
Man, there's always pressure in this game. It's any sport there's pressure, but it's a good added pressure in my mind, and I definitely can feel all the support and all the love from back home, and it just motivates me and fuels me, and I'm super excited.
And these Russian fighters, they're a nightmare to deal with on the ground. But given your wrestling background and your sambo background, do you think your training has prepared you for this kind of fight and for this moment?
Yeah, I do think so. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I believe that I'm a more mature and intelligent fighter at this point in my career. And these are crazy circumstances that, I'm finally making my UFC debut, and it's in the middle of this COVID pandemic, but at the same time, I mean, this COVID pandemic, it will pass, and when I look back on everything in the future, it's going to be like, wow, that was crazy. That was an adventure, something that I can, tell the grandkids about. So.
Definitely. And not looking past your opponent, but after your debut this month, is it back to the US, back to Manila? What are your plans?
I'm planning on flying actually straight back to Manila from Abu Dhabi, because that'll be October 17th is the fight, and baby could be due early December at the earliest. So definitely can't miss that. So gonna fly back straight from Abu Dhabi.
And when it comes to your negotiations with the UFC, after your debut, are you expected to fight again within the year?
We haven't really talked about that. That's something I gotta still talk about with Ruby Sports and everything. But definitely, I wanna that we haven't really talked about it, but I'm sure they'll understand that. I got a wife that's pregnant, and I got to be there for that. They're not gonna say no, you have to fight in December or something. Right? So hopefully I can get a fight soon after that. Maybe early next year.
Well, of course, I wish you the best of luck with everything. Always rooting for you,
brother.
Throughout the years, man. So best of luck with everything.
Appreciate
and
that
we'll
so
be
much.
tuning in.
Cool. Thank you,
man.
bro. Thank you for all
so
the
much,
support,
man.
guys. Cool, man. Appreciate it. Let's do it.